Hey guys, Mariah Gates here, founder and CEO of Accelerated Automation. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about implementing technology in your insurance agency. So there are so many amazing InsurTech companies popping up all over the place. Seems like there is a new one every couple of days. And even the existing ones that have been around for a while are really honing in and improving on their product offering. We're seeing some quite big overlaps as well in products as they continue to search out additional problems to solve for insurance agents. Now, I love this. I was always looking for new solutions when I owned my insurance agency, and it seemed like we were kind of stuck with a lot of the really old systems that were around and kind of putting together our own solutions. Because the carriers that we were working with and the captive organizations and MGAs and the clusters and the aggregators, they weren't putting together great tech for insurance agents. So obviously the private sector stepped in. It's why a lot of InsurTech companies are founded by insurance agents, right? They are agents who found a problem and they went and built a solution. So I love those companies. Those are my favorite. But when you are trying to select from a wide variety of different technology and you're trying to implement something in your agency, I want to give you a few tips. Tip number one is to slow down. There is a lot of options. If there is a solution, if there's a problem you're trying to solve with the solution, there is probably 2, 3, maybe 4 companies now that can offer the solution in different ways. And you want to be really careful about the companies that you're picking. Just as fast as insurance agency technology companies are coming in, they are going back out. You want to pick a company that's going to be around. You're not going to have to change your technology very soon. So look for companies that, are at least a couple years in and have some good product development in front of them, also behind them, and of course have a good amount of customers. Being somebody that's using the first of a technology, while that can sound great, it can be kind of risky as well. So first to market new solutions, statistically have about a 65% fail rate. The companies who come in behind the very first to market usually have a much higher success rate. So just keep that in mind as you look for solutions. Slow down and look for a few and compare. Find the one that fits best. My second recommendation when implementing technology is look for integration. If you do not have systems that integrate well, now sometimes you can build integrations, which is great if they have what's called an open API, but if you do not have systems that integrate well, it is going to be difficult. That's just the long and short of it. Trust me, there is some really great software out there that I really like that doesn't integrate into anything that I use, and I wish it did. But if there was a competitor or a solution that did have the integration, I would encourage you to pick that first. It is just elimination of double entry, making things work smoothly for your team. It's really important when it comes to technology. It should be simple to use, robust, but simple to use. And again, have as much integration with your other systems as possible. So look for that. So we want you to slow down, look for integrations. Number 3 is do a demo with the company, but don't just do a demo. Take advantage of the free trial. And don't take advantage of the free trial by signing up and then going about your life and then realizing the trial expired a week ago or it's going to expire today, and now you jump in and try to quickly take a glimpse at it. Do your research, maybe look on YouTube, get an idea of what the system does. There's so much YouTube information out there. You can get a peek inside of almost any system. Look for reviews and then sign up for the demo, the trial period, and pluck around in the system. Implementing technology in your business is not I heard it on a podcast, I saw it at a conference, I watched it on a webinar, and now I'm going to do it tomorrow. That is the quickest way to fail with implementing insurance technology. And we see it over and over again. We see agents all the time that have had technology in their offices that they haven't actually used, but have been paying for 6 months, a year, sometimes 3 years, and they still haven't used the system. That's just a waste of resources. And I understand that it can be difficult to spend the time to do the implementation, but technology is the fastest way to optimize your business. It allows you and your staff to do more with the same resources you have today. And it's drastically more affordable than hiring an entire new person. So slow down, make sure you take advantage of those free trials and actually utilize them. My next recommendation in the implementation process is get your team on board. Now, I do not mean show your team the technology, ask them what they think, and let them help you decide if you're going to implement it. That's not their role unless you have maybe a really key decision maker ingrained in the business, like an office manager and someone you really trust. But you don't need to get everybody's opinion in the agency. You're the business owner, you make those decisions. When I say get them on board, start to plant the seeds. Talk to your staff about the inefficiencies that you see, the extra work that they have to do. Start to kind of ask them questions about, hey, if we were able to do this instead of that, would this make your job easier? And then let them tell you what they think. Plant the seed, have conversations, help them to start warming up to the idea of new technology that's going to make their jobs easier. Once you've selected the technology, you've done the trial, and you've been talking to your team, now it's time for you to learn how it works. Now you can do this a variety of different ways. Most insurance technology has some kind of on-demand training library or an onboarding process and some initial training that you can go through. Obviously, there's companies like mine that you can also hire to get additional help. You can jump on YouTube and find tons of free resources, but start learning how it works. I would really not recommend implementing a technology in your agency until you have understood it, you have it ready to deploy in the business, and you can train your staff. Change is hard for some people. Now, you might have a team of people who love change, and that's rare. Be grateful. Most people really struggle with change, and especially when they're in a fast-paced environment like an insurance agency, learning to do their job in a different way can be overwhelming. So make sure you are ready as a leader. Make sure that you have found out how the system works. You have taken into consideration your workflows, and then you are going to go and build that out or get it ready to implement, right? It may not need a lot of build out. It might just be setting it up and turning it on. Every technology is a little different, but make sure you have that ready to go. And then I highly encourage you to schedule a training day with your team. Not even a day, maybe a couple hours, depending on the complexity of the system. But have them come in an hour early or close for lunch, have them stay late, buy pizza, something, but get your team in the same room, show them how to use the system because you're leading this, or you can have a product expert at the provider also lead the demo, but show them how it works and talk to them about the benefits and how this will make things better for them. Okay, I would encourage you to shut down any negativity in this meeting. If you get a lot of pushback, let them know the decision has been made. This is going to be a system you're going to implement, and you are happy to answer questions and help them through that, but that we're not going through are we going to do this already or not? The research has been done, and you as a leader have made that decision. So as you've gone through that process with your team and you've taught them how to use the system, then it is a matter of supporting them. Make sure that you are available as a resource, or you've shown them the resources available to utilize the system the best. If the software company's training wasn't adequate in their on-demand platform, make some of your own. Use systems like loom.com or scribehow.com and create videos, walkthroughs, screenshots, guides, standard operating procedures to allow your team to understand how to use the tool. Now, once you've done this and you've implemented the tool and put it into your workflows, it is inevitable that you're probably going to need to make changes. Once you implement, you need to be ready for the fact that you're going to probably need to adjust now that your team is really using it. And that's okay. Go through a couple of adjustment periods, make the tweaks that are needed so that it really is a powerful tool in your organization. Following this process is going to set you up for success. There's a lot of technology coming at you right now, and there are really powerful tools that can really change the way that your agency operates in a very positive way. And when I say that, I don't mean by reducing staff or replacing the human experience. I mean freeing your team up so that your clients and your team can have more human interactions. They have the time for more meetings, more policy reviews, more phone calls. They can actually be in front of your clients more because they're doing less back-end work. Less repetitive work. For example, if you are typing in the information into every application, Accord, Supplement, online quoting platform, Rater, if you're typing the same information in 3, 4, 5 times to get quotes for your prospect, you are taking too long. You are spending too much time doing that. There is technology now that can allow you to simply click and paste over and over and over again, or even be able to get multiple quotes at one time. There's a lot of technology out there for agents today, so you can move faster and have more time with your customers and really empower your staff. but you can definitely implement even the best technology in the wrong way. I hope these tips have helped you when you're considering adding technology to your agency and what steps to follow to make sure that that implementation is successful. If you're looking for help for technology implementation, reach out to us at acceleratedautomation.net.